validity of research design. Research validity, it's a survey related to the extent when the survey measures right element that need to be measured. So whatever the needed item should be there, that should be measured. That is called the research validity. In simple terms, we can say how well an instrument measures what it is intended to measure. And research validity can be divided into two groups, internal and external. And we can also specify it. Internal validity refers to how the researcher finds match reality with, while external validity refers to the extent at which the research findings can be replicated to other environments. Coming to the internal validity is whether the independent variables actually made a difference. We are introducing an independent variable. So example, a person is having a blood pressure, that is hypertension, and we are giving a garlic juice. Okay, it is an independent variable. So why we are introducing an independent variable? In order to manipulate the dependent variable. So here the internal validity is nothing but we should make sure whether the independent variables actually made a difference, whether it's actually manipulating the dependent variable. Campbell and Stanley 1963 used the term internal validity to refer to the extent to which it is possible to make an inference that the independent variable is truly influencing over the dependent variable. According to Campbell and Stanley in 1966, 6 major extraneous variables have been identified that can jeopardize the internal validity. So what is external variable? External variable is the variable which will be hidden somewhere and it will be interacting between the dependent and independent variable, and it will be cause some effect for the dependent variable through the independent variable. So which may not be visualized. Sometimes it may be directly can be seen, but we can't control the extraneous variable. So these are known as threats to the internal validity and or follows. So some of the extraneous variables we can see. First one is history. The thread of history occurs when some event beside the experimental treatment occurs during the course of the study, and this will be influencing the dependent variable. So example, if you are conducting a health teaching program on importance of breast self-examination, while recently a famous film actress diagnosed suffering from breast cancer. Okay, actually she is no more Manisha Koilara, and whenever if you are introducing such type of thing, it will be catches the people attention. Next is the maturation of subject. So when experimental research is carried out for a long time, so if you are doing an experimental period for 6 months like that, so what will happen? Here over a group of subjects there may be changes in the subject in different ways. So if you are conducting the research for the children, so what will happen? 6 months, 1 year, 2 year and all, there will be naturally there will be increase in height, weight, etc. So maturation also will be a threat to internal validity. Third one is testing. It refers to the effect of taking a pre-test of subject's performance post-test. The effect of taking a pre-test may sensitize an individual to and improve the score of the poster. So if you are giving a questionnaire, same questionnaire you will be give for pre-test and poster. So whenever they are attending the pre-test, they will be having the knowledge. So what are the questions, and so they will be having some prerequisite knowledge. So they will be aware the correct answer, and while we are conducting the post-test, even they are not actually regained any knowledge also, sometimes they will be give a good score. That is the generally score higher when they take a second time test regardless of the treatment. Next is the instrumental change. The changes in the instrument, observers or scores scorers which may produce changes in outcome. So if you are using an instrument, example BP apparatus, so if you are using the pre-test one BP apparatus and the post-test another BP apparatus and the observer is changing. So if you are doing a double blind or single blind study, sometimes different observers may be evaluating the thing and the scorers that also will be affecting the outcome. And statistical regression, it's also known as regression to the mean. This threat is caused by selection of subjects on the basis of extreme scores of characteristics. And give me 40 worst students and I guarantee that will be show immediate improvement right after my treatment. That is the different ways of selecting the subjects based on the characteristics. The next is the selection bias. So the selection step, it's an unequal number of tests, mainly if you are selecting a sample in a non-randomization manner. So randomization is nothing but we are giving equal chance for all the participation. So when we are going for non-randomization based our convenient or purposely, judgmentally we may be collecting the sample. So in this equation, we may not be in a situation to give equal chance for all the subjects. So here that will be cause a selection bias. Researcher created two test groups, experimental and control groups, and the subjects in both groups are not alike with regard to the independent variable. Mortality and differential attrition. This error occurs if inferences are made based on only those participants that have participated from the start to the end. So sometimes what will happen, some participants may be dropped out. So that's the dropped out word only, we will call it as attrition. So the starting time they may not be present, but at the completion time they will be present. Okay, so here due to study a program or it will be causing for any study, structure teaching program or even experimental study. Here the percentage of group members having quiet smoking at post-test were found much higher in a group having received quiet smoking trainee program than in the control group. The next is the external validity. External validity explores the generalization beyond specific experiments to check if the results and findings come out to be same with other settings or with other subject population but with the related variables. So if you are selecting two setting and if you are having same variables and the same thing we are applying for different setting and different population, we should assess whether you are getting the result same. The factors that may affect external validity are Hawthorne effect, experimental effect, reactive effect of pretest, novelty effect, people, place and time. So first let us see what is Hawthorne effect. The Hawthorne effect refers to the inclination of some people to work harder and perform better when they are being observed as part of an experiment. So if you are doing some informal observation in ICU, the people attitude towards the nurses attitude towards the emergency situation. So if you are sometimes if you are formally informing and they have noticed that they have been observed by someone, what will happen? They will be aware and they will be performed in a different manner. That is the Hawthorne effect. Second is the experimental effect. An experimental effect occurs when the experimenters subtly communicate with expectations to the participants who alter their behavior to conform to these expectations. Facial expression, clothes, age, gender, body build, etc. So here whenever the experimenter, whenever he is performing an experimental, his or her facial expression brings the subject to change some behavior. Okay, that is the experimental effect. Reactive effect of pretest. The reactive effect of the pretest occurs when the subjects have been sensitized to the treatment because of taking a pretest. So pretest, if you are giving introducing some independent variable, the people are aware and they are more sensitized, so that will be happening in the post-test. And the next one is the novelty effect. When the treatment is new, subjects and researchers might behave in different ways. They may be enthusiastic about new methods of doing things. So if you are introducing a new way of treatment, something new you are introducing, so people will be very interested and they will be more enthusiastic to know about new things. That is the novelty effect. People of a specific race such as whites have high prevalence of coronary artery disease compared to the blacks. So here generalization made for whites will not be applicable for blacks. And the place, the people living at high altitudes have high hemoglobin level because at higher altitudes the requirement of oxygen is more, due to which there is more production of red blood cells. Time. Older results cannot be generalized over periods of time as societies and circumstances constantly change. So if you are doing a long-term study for 1 year, so it's naturally the subjects or the situation become older. So that will also change, some changes occur naturally. Thank you.